There we go. All right, here we go. Let's try this again.
Oh, did you already try and it didn't work?
Yeah, it was not this. It's Christmas and it's in the arcade. We're open for about 4 more hours. We've had quite a number of people in today, actually. Almost 12.
20.
We've had 20 in.
Yeah, I just marked Harry down, so.
Pretty good for Christmas. Better than last Christmas.
Yeah. I think it's nice having somewhere for people to go and just hang out if they want. Play some pinball. Get out of the house.
Yes, we had some regulars come in. We pulled out the pachinko machine and let the kids play pachinko. Did you see what I did last bit there? I told her we emptied out the front end of the balls. Mm-hmm. I gave her 20 balls in a cup, and I said, if you can come back with more than 20 balls, you get a free lollipop.
Did she?
Well, she won. She shot like 5 of them. Yeah. She hit a payout, which gives you 10.
Yeah.
So she would have had 25, but then she kept going bloop, 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 and I went, wait.
Think about it.
So then we had ejected all the balls down, and then I sent one up to see if it was empty or not, and there was one still in the shooter, and it went right into a tulip and paid out 10 more. So I was like, I guess you win.
That's not bad. Are you gonna open up the chat?
Yeah, so I need to go.
Or are you gonna share on Facebook too? Go back
I already
there.
did.
That we're on Facebook? That we're live on YouTube?
No.
Upcoming? Are we not actually streaming? Oh, there we go. Yay, we're live.
Go here. Take that off. Go here. Hop on chat.
Does this have to stay streaming? Sorry, it's my first time I'm asking questions on
So we come in here and we go to docs, custom browser doc. I don't know why it didn't save it. Chat. This might be a different URL every time. So now that's
there we go.
in here.
Sign in to chat. It's so weird how it makes you do that. All these new players in here. This is their first time, these other people?
They came in and checked out the place yesterday.
Oh, cool. Oh, was this that family that said that they were going to come in today?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, God.
excellent. I haven't heard your phone ring yet, so I guess you haven't been called back yet.
That's good, Sean. No news are good news.
So I was wondering, so do you celebrate on the 24th or the 25th then?
I celebrate the 22nd because the days are getting longer.
Oh.
I'm French. I'm not big into Christmas.
Oh no. Okay. No, I was just curious.
In Germany, people celebrate on the 24th.
Yeah.
evening.
Well, because when I grew up, we, my dad's German, mom's Canadian, right? And so Dad wanted to celebrate on the 24th, and they came up with this lie that, because it's supposed to be Christ child gives you your presents and stuff, right? Most of the time. but my mom wasn't Roman Catholic, only my dad was. So they came up with Santa Claus visits German children first. And so then we would go away into our bedroom or go to someone's house for dinner and come back. And then Santa had come to our house first. So we always celebrated on the 24th. I don't like celebrating on the 25th. Yeah.
I think we celebrate capitalism here. Because everybody is forced to buy presents.
Yeah.
And
Spend time with family.
but this is the bright side. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yes.
What's next? What are you going to conquer now?
Oh, what do you mean?
Oh, like what game are you going to...
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Are there any news from the Big Lebowski? No.
No, we paid for it,
Yeah, I know that.
but I haven't heard when it's planning on shipping yet.
There was another group, I saw someone else paid around the same time as us, and they said they got an update that now said like January or February. Like I think between Christmas, like shipping delays, so it might be a while. We're waiting.
The bright side of that is that those pinball machine producers, they are busy.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll
That
be.
I have to wait here for the Big Lebowski, that's no good.
I know. We were trying to find out if any other places in Canada have one, and there is one. There was one in Calgary, but I don't think it's there anymore. And there is one in a place in Quebec, but they're not public. It's like a private rental place.
Okay.
So I think we'll still be the only publicly accessible location where you can just walk in and play. You don't have to rent.
You have to give out those waiting numbers. Like, okay, you are number 12,
Yeah.
13.
We did that with Hot Wheels. In Valhalla, everyone got a ticket to see who would play first.
To see who would play it first.
Yeah.
Oh, I
And then
see
we
that.
just told everyone take one turn, and then you could come back.
I thought like a little machine, like a Access Canada.
Right.
those-
Yeah, a little
if you go-
take a number.
exactly.
We're now serving number 100, and you're number 200.
What is this? My second favorite machine. How was it called?
Spectrum.
Yes.
It's at home. The paint was really starting to come off of it,
Yeah.
so I need to repaint the whole playfield.
We've got Monaco is next. We got this really groovy game that's it's an EM machine, but there's a target in it that goes like this.
Okay.
And then we'll probably pull out. Spectrum won't be too hard because it's primary colors, right?
Yeah, it shouldn't. It won't be too hard, but it'll be a lot of
Don't
careful
worry.
work.
Fiddly.
Yeah, yeah. No, I want to get that one back in here because it is a fun game.
Because this is something different.
Yeah.
It is something different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's why we picked up Electra. We thought it's same company. And it's same kind of voice and stuff.
Okay.
But people aren't as drawn to it as they are with Spectrum. I don't know. I mean, Spectrum's just weird too, even though Electra is weird, but it's harder to understand, I guess, because you have the lower play field and everything, and you have to get your
I
Spectrum
like that.
points.
It is the what is it called? Spectrum is a little not as fast. Right? It's a
Yeah.
little slower.
But you're still trying to. That one's groovy because you're trying to follow the arrows and figure out the code and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one was pretty interesting. The first day we opened, someone came in and played it, and then he came back the next day and was like, I went home and watched a whole bunch of videos on how to play it. And then he stayed for 2 hours and
Just played
Yeah.
that.
whenever it was free, like if move around and play. Eat as many as you want. We don't want to take them home.
I like the old-fashioned plain ones the best.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I like those and the glazed, the old-fashioned sour cream glaze. So the older style sour cream glaze. Keep going. Do you want a coffee? Oh, did you have your drink yet?
No, I have a coffee, yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. There's actually a lot of people going through the Tim Hortons this morning or earlier. There we go. You can add whatever you want to it. Do you want a lid?
Just let go.
Okay. Oh, do we have to turn the sound off?
No, that's fine.
Okay. Quiet enough. Don't want to copy that.
Yeah, I think with the microphones here, directional, and I don't think it'll hear the background music.
I think Gary's checking to see if he's still on the board. Did you want to go share the link? Is that okay? I'm gonna share the link so people know that we're now streaming on the YouTubes. The one image up there is a little darker. I'm surprised that it's not a little brighter considering all of the lights. That's okay. Like the other camera. Mind you, I guess that camera's a little better. The other one's on the tablet. So. Excuse me. Look at these groovy lights behind me. I quite like them. Haven't made this little display. This isn't actually what they look like. They're slowly changing, but the light frames per second don't match up to the other ones. And hello to everyone that is joining us on our Christmas live stream on YouTube. We just did a live stream on Twitch. Seven did one yesterday as well, so we thought we'd join YouTube and see what everyone was up to. We've had a fair few people come in today. I think it's just nice people after all the stress of getting presents and food and opening, or maybe you don't have anything to do at all, just coming in and hanging out, doing something a little different on Christmas Day. And there's, I mean, in most places that celebrate Christmas, most things aren't open on Christmas. One Tim Hortons was open, and one gas station was open that I saw. And we're open. So, yeah, so far so good. Pretty nice day. We got coffee and donuts, and coffee and Timbits rather, for everybody that came in today if they wanted some. Trying not to eat them all ourselves, so if you want some free Timbits and some free coffee, come on down. Still hot, still tasty. Oh, excuse me. Ooh, apologies. I haven't had enough coffee today. I'm working on my third one. Might have one more after this. Just before, I wish I could visit, but you're a bit far. Hi Norman, D Norman, where are you located? I mean, we're open year round, so even if you're not able to visit today, you come visit another time. We have a lot of folks that have found us online, or like we were on the front page of Reddit at one point, and so we've had people travel from afar. Oh, you're not too far, Kitchener. Lots of people come out this way, especially in the summer. So if you're ever out this way, we're open year round. Usually closed Monday, Tuesdays. In the summer, we're open 7 days a week. So just check before you come. There was some other family that came to visit the island, and they posted about it, and they were really hoping to visit us, and they came on a day that we were closed. So, but hello from Ontario. How's the weather out in Kitchener? Did you guys get a lot of snow? We we haven't had too much yet. It was actually very, very nice out today. Very nice and sunny. But I expect that would change. Last year around January, February, that's when the snow really started to kick in and had some really cold freezes. But I know Ontario can get pretty snowy there as well. But thank you for joining our stream from Ontario. No snow in the area. Yeah, we had a little bit, but not too much. I actually want to go back to Ontario so bad. When we drove across Canada, I lived in the Rockies for a while, and I thought that was beautiful. It is, but driving through Ontario was some of the most beautiful sections of Canada that I have seen. So I'd love to come back and visit. And you guys have a couple of really great arcades out that way. I think I'm not sure how close it is to you. There's one arcade that we know out there. They came to visit us called Pixel Paradise Arcade. And I can't remember where it was located. Pixel Paradise Arcade. So if you're ever out that way, okay, it's like a 2-hour drive from Kitchener. But if you're out that way, the owners out there, they've got a fantastic place, Pixel Paradise Arcade, in Angus, which I think is outside of, I'm not quite sure. I think they said it was close to, I don't know where it's close to. I apologize. I don't know the Ontario area, but there's a few arcades. I mean, Ontario is more populated than most other places, so I'm not surprised there's more out there, but I think it's one of the few that aren't actually a barcade either. So if you're interested in going to a place that's a little more publicly accessible, that's a place for you to go to. And we've had a few people come in today, I think we're at like 20 or so, and there might be some more coming in. There was a guy that came in yesterday to buy some gift passes and said that they were hoping to bring the whole family today, so we'll see if he pops in with everybody. But we did have a couple of other regulars show up today as well and bring the whole family to get out of the house, which is nice, just a nice little trip. But whenever you make it out, come say hello, D. Norman, and let us know you're visiting from Kitchener. Are there any other arcades out in Kitchener? I know I'm talking about Pixel Paradise, but do they have any other ones out there your way? Anyone's open on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day that you can go to? We've got one person, two people playing Terminator right now, which is a lot of fun. And Harry's killing it over here on Valhalla. He's waiting for his phone to ring. Tell him to go back to dinner. Here comes 7. Welcome back. Oh, sorry.
Careful. D. Norman, hey, how are you? This time we decided to use our my new little lab mics instead of using the room mic, so it's a little bit more directional. So hopefully they're working out okay. It looks like it's coming through okay, and we can always switch over to the other microphone if we wanted to. I don't know where it went. Here it is. Like if we turn that on, it'll probably be really annoying. Let's turn that back off. Pinup Arcade is open, I believe. It's across town in water. Pinup Arcade. Let's have a look. I'm going to look that up. Pin-up barcade. In Waterloo. They have the Facebooks. They're closed December 24, 25, 26. Reopening 27. I want to see their pictures of the place. Couple. Yes, sir. Good and clear on lab. Excellent. Yeah, hopefully I didn't blow your ears out when I turned on the other microphone. Yeah, I just looked. They have an Instagram and a Facebook page. I looked at their Facebook. It's weird when I always thought it was weird when you've got an arcade, or in this case a barcade, and that's the draw is the games, right?
Can I close that door, Mr.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Come back in that way?
Yeah, that's fine. So your draw is your machines. I mean, that's what you're kind of in here. That's what we're selling is entertainment. In a barcade, half of it is the bar and half of it is the cade, right? So you would think that you would do pictures of the rows of machines so that people have an idea, but just scanning their Facebook page, they had some shots of individual machines, but I didn't see like what the overview of the place is like. And that's whatever I want to see in like I look up an arcade, that's what I want to see is the rows of machines and what they have and what the layout is and that kind of thing. It's kind of funny that they didn't do that. So we've had a pretty good turnout today. We've had about 20 people through so far, and we're halfway through the day.
Drop down another degree in here.
Oh, good. You know, just try to close the windows?
Maybe for a couple minutes.
Yeah, we'll leave it open for a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. If it drops down one more degree, we'll close it. Under 23. It's 23 right now in here.
So, D. Norman, should I call you? I'm just going to call you D.
In a barcade. Okay.
But what's the big plans for today? Did you do family stuff, or are you doing family stuff, or any interesting plans for
Or
today?
no stuff. You don't have to do stuff all the time.
No,
Just do nothing.
I'm going to eat another Timbit.
Oh my gosh. I think I'm going to have a salad tonight.
We got a 50 pack of Timbits to give out to people,
Right?
and it's getting down there, but
I'm not going to say how many of them we actually ate. You know? We keep telling everybody to please eat them because we don't want to have to take them home. Oh. Joining extended family 5 minutes. Oh, that's always fun. You know what? You should bring. We did this a few years ago. I bought this game called Pie Face. It wasn't super popular at the time, but now it is. And you put a little bit of whipped cream on it, and then you turn the handle, and it might pie you in the face. With the sole purpose of hoping that my uncle would get pied in the face. And I'm happy to report that he did. And the video is still my cousin's wife just sent it to me and was like, best Christmas ever. And it was just, it went like this and then right in the face. It was perfect. Fully, it brings families together, Pie Face. It really does. I think you should grab it. bring it with you.
I'm gonna move this back down here.
Yeah. Oh. High score?
Yeah, I'm far away from high score, even though it looks like those high scores are not unreachable. You know, it's not like billions,
Yeah.
just a few million.
Well, there's lots of little high score actions too if you like get the most points on a mode, right? So maybe you'll get there.
Well, I'm trying.
I believe in you, Harry.
Thank you.
Christmas miracles, they happen.
I'll play with it when it's done. Let's go.
Okay. I'll entertain everybody. Is that I'll entertain everybody? You turn that one just slightly. You might be able to get Valhalla in there from this angle. Because it's that one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you wanted to. I don't know why I was saying, I don't know why this one just seems so dark.
It's
even though-
it's the software and it doesn't allow me to tweak it. And I don't know why.
That's too bad.
They're just saying that the main view of the arcade right now is a little dark. That's using this. There's a tablet that's up on the ridge up there, up by the lava lamps, and it's connected wirelessly to this computer. And the software I'm using is awesome. It connects. There's like next to no latency. If you look at us sitting over on the left-hand side,
It's very dark.
it's
waving in
but
front of
the latency isn't like we're doing the same thing, and that's going through wireless, right? You would think
Yeah.
that through the wireless it would be a little bit delayed, but it isn't.
It's really good.
But I need to be able to adjust that, and I can actually. This is really cool. So I have my phone here, and I can
Maybe we should buy you a little phone tripod.
start the software on my phone. Okay, here we go.
Oh, that's too close of a close-up.
And then I can switch over to my phone. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, the phone's got really good.
It's a little blurry, but
Can you tap on the screen to...
no.
No. You need to get a new stand for the Seven's phone. He just got that, what do you call it? Samsung... Ooh, look at that.
Oh, it flipped.
That's pretty cool. The Samsung Galaxy S23. So it's got a lot of really, really good camera and features. So maybe get you one of those little phone ring light attachments, and then you can put it on tables and stuff while you're playing.
We have a light here too. Let's see how that works.
Oh, that's really bright. What do you prefer, on or low? Yeah, that's okay. I think that's a little
No, wait. Let's put it on disco. It has disco mode.
disco mode for the disco. I keep thinking I hear the door open, but must just be a pinball game.
Yeah,
Do
that's too bright. I don't like this. It's fine.
I think we're all right without it.
Yeah.
I need to finish this other coffee. Seven is going to play with Harry. Oh, lollipop down. I'll move over into this chair here. So you can see Seven in the other camera is the dark main screen is waiting for Harry to finish his game and they'll play together, but Harry's really good, so I don't know if they're gonna finish that game anytime soon. Welcome if you're just joining us on our live stream on YouTube. We were on Twitch before. We're just got nothing else to do today, so we're just while we're at the arcade streaming here. There's so many notifications right now. There we go. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna plug my phone in.
That was genius, right? That was beautiful. Any challenges in here? Sure.
Oh, I think 7 in here. You're gonna play now. There we go. Just get my things sorted over here. Oh, there they go. 7's turn. The new, Seven's done quite a few videos on fixing up when we had a few issues with Valhalla. But American Pinball have been fantastic about helping sort through the issues, figure out what was going on. One of the optical sensors went out in the ship, and that caused a coil to stay on, which melted the coil, unfortunately. So we ordered a couple more coils and the optical sensors, and American Pinball helped us chase that issue down. And Seven made a couple videos on trying to fix it, fixing it, not getting fixed, fixing it. And then we came into another issue where the play field was falling off the rails, which then ended up damaging some of the side art on the inside of the game. And apparently it's an issue. They changed cabinet manufacturers, and I think it might be I'm not sure if it's the older cabinets or the newer ones. It might be the older ones that have this issue. And they sent us, we let them know, and they actually offered to send us a whole new game. But I mean, that would come with its own issues of having to pack this one up and then getting that one sent across the border, which would also cost a bit because you pay duty on how much that item is that's being shipped to you. Anyways, we let American Pinball know about the rail issue, and we said we didn't need a new game, but we might be interested in side art, or we might get side art again later. And they sent us new rails, and they sent us side art, which was pretty amazing of them. And yeah, so even though we've had a couple issues, I think someone's got Red Line Mania. Get ready for multi-ball. Someone just got Red Line Mania on Hot Wheels, which is also another American Pinball game. It's been fantastic. The only issue that we've had with it, we've had like 1 or 2 glitches. I think the wire wiggled loose. We've had some wires come loose on lights, but I think that's just from the machine vibrating, and those are easy to put back. But the magnet has stopped working on Hot Wheels, so that is something that we still are trying to sort out why that happened, and we might check in with American Pinball. But anyway, someone got Red Line Mania. If you haven't played Hot Wheels before, and you can't see it in this shot, it's on the little tiny screen, the other one that's a little more colorful. It's right in the corner, and the guy is playing it. It has this feature where if you hit RPM targets 10 times, I believe it is, you hit RPM 10 times, and then it goes into the Red Line Mania, and you can do it multiple times, and you shift into the next gear each time. You get multi-ball, and it's 6 balls, and you have there's somebody. 6 balls, and you have a time to get all of the jackpot targets during that time, and then we'll see you later. Have a great evening, Dee Norman. Hello. How are you doing? Oh, fabulous. Someone came in. All right, have a wonderful evening. I hope you have a good time with your extended family and lots of laughs. Fully suggest bringing Pie Face, guaranteed laughs. Anyway, so Hot Wheels has a really great feature, and then when it's done, it drains all the balls and it says engine cooling. But what happens a lot of the time is the red line mania happens, all the balls drain, and the flippers stop working temporarily. And people think that there's something wrong with the machine, and then they'll walk away in the middle of the play. So it's not really, I guess it's not explained really well. But it's a crazy feature, and you can get it over and over again. One of the things I really like about Hot Wheels is how inviting it is to newer players, and not all new machines are like that. We did a show, it's hard to see with my glasses with lots of lights. We did a show at the Agri Fair in Abbotsford a few years ago, and we brought a bunch of our machines, and then we had a friend. Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good.
Gonna play some pinball?
Yeah.
Fabulous. Anything else for you right now? Any drinks or snacks?
Not yet.
Would you like some coffee or a Timbit?
I'm not a coffee drinker, but thanks for being
Okay. $14.09 is your total. And you can, there we go. Should be ready for you. Tap or insert. I'll give you a stamp on your hand, and you can play until we close.
Oh.
Yeah, we're just doing one price for the whole day today.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's nice.
$12.25 on $12.25.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And if you want to hang up your jacket, we do have coat hooks right on this side of the wall. So you can hang it up if you get a little toasty right here. Yeah, they're a little camouflage. And that's it. All the games are set to free play, so just enjoy. So we went to the Agri Fair. We had another friend of ours that had a lot of. I'm gonna take my glasses off. It seems like they're reflecting a lot of light. A lot of newer games, including Ghostbusters and one or two others that had come out in recent years before that. This was maybe five or so years ago, more than 5 years ago now. Anyways. And people walked away from the newer games. We had volley there, and break shots, roller games, Royal Rumble, and volley got the most plays. It was set for 2 plays per quarter, but volley and break shot was really popular. We had it on Tiny Little Legs, and people just had a really good time. But we also had, and everything was on coin drop. And the Ghostbusters game was the game that people walked away from the most. Like, there was just, I think it was sensory overload, too much going on. But with Hot Wheels, I found that it's very inviting, and it has a lot of different features for people to play for, and they know what they're doing. You can hit the side targets to do the battles. You can try and do the race and, get up each loop, like 12th place, 11th, 10th, go for that. You could go for the RPM feature. So there's lots of different features. So a newer player and a more experienced player, I think, can have a lot of fun playing Hot Wheels. And it's similar to Valhalla, Legends of Valhalla. There's quite a few different features that you can go for. You could try and start one of the creature feature games where you choose Legend Battle, I think. Ooh. and then you're trying to hit the targets within a certain period of time. Then there's also locking them in the ship, there's getting them up on the ramps, there's collecting your weapons, so there's lots of things going on with American Pinball. I think Seven's still wearing his mic, so you're probably hearing him and Harry go at it as well while I'm chatting with you, which might be even fun. Oh, I've got to help this person. So this is the only it is working. Before it was automatic with the ball coming in. Yeah, so 1963, and you get 5 balls to start, and this is what you do in the ball game. So if you hit certain targets, like one of them is 54 targets, yeah, this one's pretty good. I think it's a lot of fun. It's just, hey, extra ball already. Well, you're doing something right. The oldest game we have in here is Palooka. It's from the 1960s, and we do have games from all the way back to the 30s, 40s, 50s. But Palooka is the only game we have in here at the moment that has a ball lifter, and so people come in and they think there's something wrong when they start playing because the ball does not automatically pop out. But there isn't. It's just got a ball lifter. And it's interesting that there's 2 types. There's the lever and then the plunger ball lifter. But Palooka is still a fan favorite. People absolutely love that game. They come in and they enjoy it. It's a little slower play, but it's still got some really good action to it. Different targets that you have to knock down. That one we picked up from a guy who's in White Rock, and the family owned a diner, and it had been in the diner for many years, way back in like the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And then the operator was removing it one day, and the family asked, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Well, it's not making money, it's really good." Hello? You gonna play some pinball?
Yeah.
Excellent. Anything else? Any drinks or snacks?
No, I'm not bored. Not right now.
Okay. 2818 for the 2 of you. And you can tap or insert in the top. There we go. Alright, I'll give you guys a stamp on your hand. And it's one price for all day today, so you can play for as long as you want. Yeah, we're open till 8. There you go. And if you get a little warm, we do have coat hooks just right here. Yeah, but if you want to, there's some hooks here. Oh, that one can go away. Yeah. And if you have any questions or get a fabulous stuck ball, let us know. And we have coffee and Timbits too, if you guys want coffee or donuts. Yeah. You're very welcome. Please eat all of them. I don't want to take them home. I've eaten too many already. Yeah, so with the, as I was saying, with Palooka, the family owned a cafe, and then the distributor was pulling it from the little diner cafe and said he was going to throw it away, and I think they offered to buy it off him for $50. And they had it in there for a little while longer, and then they took it home, and not long after that, the diner burnt to the ground, which is pretty unfortunate. But the family had this, and it was like this really nice memento memory of the old diner before it had been destroyed, and they held on to it for years, like decades. And then the owner, I think it was the grandson of the original diner owner, reached out, and he had had a lot of work done on it a few years prior, and he was having a really hard time selling it too. And so we told him, you know, probably what the price would be for that type of game, and we told him where it was going to be going, and he was really reluctant to sell it first because it was just very sentimental, and he ended up calling us a little while after that and said, you know, as much as he wanted to keep it, it wasn't getting played, it wasn't being enjoyed anymore, and now it is. And unfortunately, we lost his number, so if you're the guy that we bought Palooka from and you lived in White Rock, BC, and your family owned a diner that burned to the ground, let us know, because Palooka is one of the most popular games in here, even though it's super old. It's just the quirkiness of it and the difference from it to all of the other games is really loved and appreciated. Anyways, yep. Hello to everyone that's joined us since I've been chitty-chatting. Good afternoon, Seven's Pinballorama. Yes, he is. He was waiting for his phone to ring, and oh, well, it's sitting here beside me because it was charging, so maybe it was still on silent. I've been listening, trying to listen for it to ring, so I will let him know that he forgot to turn the ringer on. Okay, I will tell him. He's just finished. Oh, I think he just finished. Oh, he just started. When he's done that game, I'll tell him he has to leave. Okay, thanks, Kathy. Bye. At least she knew where you were, so she knew who to call.
Yeah, I did it on purpose. No, it's not true.
Oh, that's great. I told her that it was charging here, so.
Yeah, she knew it was charging.
Yeah.
Alright, then.
Take that home with you.
No, yeah, don't worry.
Alright, next time you're here.
Don't worry.
All right.
You have it. You have it.
I've never had one.
Are you guys beer drinkers? You drink beer? As an
Not really.
alcohol, you should.
I did. Lots and lots and lots of beer. I drank all the beer.
I used to drink lots of beer.
I kind of lost, over the years, I just started lost my taste for it.
Okay.
And kind of alcohol in general, I really don't drink it.
Well, good for you. Good for you. I love it.
I like ciders now. I used to drink a lot of beer when I lived in China. That was like,
You lived in China?
yeah, I lived there for a while. And they had really cheap, beer was cheaper than water. So I drank a lot of beer. Now I like cider, but still don't drink that much.
They have a poppy cider at Red, how is that place called?
I think I know which one you're talking about, yeah.
It's close to Confederation Trail in Charlottetown. I think it's called Red Rock Cider.
Yeah, I think I've tried one of theirs. It's pretty good. I like the local ciders that they have. I try and buy the ones that are locally made. There's one place that does makes a bunch of ciders each year, and they use apples from wild trees, and they just go to people's property and then so every year it tastes a little different.
All right, I gotta go, guys.
All right, enjoy your turkey.
Yeah, thank you.
See ya.
See you around.
That's pretty funny. Kathy, if you're watching, I'm so sorry that you heard that. That might have been on purpose. got a new watch. Ooh, what happened there? Oh, Seven's moving the camera. Oh my goodness, what's going on here? Is he gonna play a game? Putting it in another area. Ooh, look, you can see our curtain lights. Light curtains? I'm not sure what you would call those. It says pinball. It says let's play pinball, but you can't see that. If you're just joining us, welcome. Seven's trying to adjust that. Adjust that camera over there. I think that looks good.
Yeah, I wanted to see us.
Hello. All right. I'll move over.
Going to another room.
Okay. Now I know which room he's going into. So we pulled his mic off for that. Yeah, if you're just joining us, welcome. We just thought we'd stream on Christmas. We've got a few people in the arcade and who've been coming and going. We've had over 20, 23 people come in today, which is pretty good, I think. Checking all of our messages while we've been streaming. So we're going to be open, it's 5 o'clock, 3 more hours. So there's still time for you to come in if you haven't come in yet. Lots of time to come and play pinball. It's $12.25 for the entire day. So you can come in right now and still play for 3 hours. It's still cheaper than the date night special that we usually do, which is great. Yeah, and we still have coffee and donuts, so if you want to come in and have coffee and donuts, then do that. We've got lots of games. Everything's set to free play. We've even got, can't see it, but Super Smash Brothers is on the console, which has been really popular. We try and switch them out every so often, but Smash Brothers has been really popular, so we haven't switched them lately. I wish I could be there, but I live in Colorado. Well, thank you for joining us, Radio Man. Hopefully you'll be able to come up sometime. Do you guys have any good arcades down in Colorado? I haven't been down there before. I haven't been to too many states. I've been to California, Oregon, Washington. Actually, I think that's it. I've been to more provinces. But what is the pinball and arcade scene like in Colorado? And we're open year round, so you could come up if you come up in the summer or the spring or some other time. Then we'll be here. Got someone, Radio Man, joining us from Colorado.
What's the weather like in Colorado?
Yeah, I was just asking what the arcade scene is like out there.
You guys, Colorado's Pacific time or Mountain time? They're 3 hours difference from us, I think. It's 5 p.m. here, so. Grand Junction. In Denver, they have some arcade. Yeah, I would think that they would have at least one in Denver. I haven't been to Denver in forever. I think I was there once. Yeah, so we're just doing, we figured we're open today. We're open for three more hours. We thought we'd just live stream and kind of hang out and have fun. And we're doing a special thing today where it's $12.25, which I based on the date, 12/25, get it? Huh? And people can just come in. We normally charge hourly, but today it's just pay the one price and come in, play as much as you want. Most people have been staying a couple hours, so about average time that someone would stay. We haven't had someone come in and just play all day, so that's been nice. But, weather, you say weather is nice here, a little cold, no snow. That's kind of what it is here. We've got just a little bit of snow on the ground. It was like 6 out today, so it was warmer than it has been. I don't know what it is outside right now, but let's look. It's 4 outside right now. No, not terribly cold. And we have a little bit of snow on the ground left from last week. It just hasn't gone away yet, but we just had kind of a dusting, maybe a couple centimeters of snow, and that was about it. I like the snow, so I hope we get more. The first year that we were in PEI, we had first year, we had a pretty good dump of snow, and we have about 100-foot driveway, and so when it would snow, we're out there every day, like clearing the driveway off, and we were both working from home, so like, why? But and then the next year, we were sort of like, let's not clear the whole driveway, let's just park at the end of the driveway. I have a few people in. It's kind of fun. Yeah, I have to have my arcade. I have a Black Knight, Abracadabra, Out of Sight. Have you ever finished your Black Knight conversion? I have not. It's actually in the workshop right now. It still has the first clear coat on it from the initial painting. I want to do a little bit of more work on the upper playfield. I wasn't entirely happy with how my Knights Who Say Me came out with. Yeah, I don't like I was trying to emulate the style a little bit, but I just wasn't happy with the way it came out. So I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. And then I have on the lower playfield, it's almost done. I have some labels to do, and then there's the in the middle of the playfield, there's double scoring and triple scoring. I'm turning that into double shrubbery and triple shrubbery. So I painted the green shrubs there, but I need that black outline and the lettering on it. I was gonna do water decal transfers for all of my labeling, so I got the stuff I needed for that, but I was kind of hesitating to do it because I wasn't sure I was going to be happy with it. So we ended up buying a little vinyl cutter, and so I can actually make proper lettering stencils for it now. So I can just go, I have a flatbed scanner that I can lay on the playfield. I can lay it on the playfield, scan it, put that into Photoshop or Illustrator or something, come up with my lettering to wrap around exactly how I want it to be, and then I can use the vinyl cutter to just cut myself a stencil, put it down, airbrush on the letters, good to go. So I really don't have a whole ton left to go. It is going to need another automotive clear on top of it. And I still don't want to spray that in my workshop. So I can spray it. I have a shipping container I can rig up and spray in there, but right now they're full of machines. So there's not a lot I can do to finish it right now. But I have a couple machines I want to work on. I have a Monaco that's in there right now. That's the next one I'm going to work on. I've been wanting to work on Butterfly, which is made by Sonic, this Spanish machine, and I've been wanting to get that in here for a while. Then I have Spectrum that I need to repaint the playfield on. I have my James Bond 007 I want to get in here. That's another big Gottlieb wide body. I want to get another big wide body in here too. I have that. I have Panthera. I have Stellar Wars. The James Bond one. I think there's one more. Hi.
Hi.
Good. How are you guys? Here for some pinball?
Yeah.
All right. So the special today, $12.25. I stamp your hand. You just play as long as you want.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. So 28.18. Would you like some coffee or Tinbits?
If you don't eat them, we have to take them home, and we've already eaten them. Please, save us.
I had to give you the reference.
Yeah, we already had some today.
Oh, there we go.
All right, $21.80. And I will stamp your hands.
Thank you. We'll give you a stamp on your hand.
There you go.
And we've got
There
coat
you go.
hooks right here. If you get a little warm, you can hang up your jacket. Yeah. Here. Sit back down. All right. Not too shabby.
Yeah, so short story long. Black Knight there's not a whole lot more I need to do with it, but just logistics of doing that final clear coat is the problem right now. I need to get machines out of those, I don't know, at least one of those shipping containers. We bought a claw machine, and it's laying it down in one of our shipping containers.
Does
And
anyone
it's
want
just
to buy one?
huge. It's so huge. What?
Does anyone want to buy a claw machine? Like,
I want to get. I want it in here, but we just don't have
I
space
know.
for it. And the thing's a beast. Like we bought it from someone and it was on their porch. And oh please.
Seven's going to do the Palooka.
All right, that one works. You started a game. 5 balls per
Palooka
game. 1964. You had to
learning
use
lesson.
the ball lifter every time.
There,
with the ball
with
up and
the
Wasn't around.
what do you call it?
out. I wasn't either.
Lungery thing. Yeah. Claw machine.
Claw machine, yeah. So we were buying it. It was on their porch. We thought, okay, this is pretty. It was an enclosed weather sealed porch. And we thought, oh, okay, well, this will be pretty easy. We'll back the van up and we'll just get it out there. And we ended up having to take we laid it on its side, and we took the wheels off the bottom because he said that it wouldn't fit through the doorway with the wheels on the bottom.
And we took the
Then we had to
marquee.
We had to take the marquee off the top of it. And then we had to take their door off the hinges.
And then we took the weather stripping off, and that was not on purpose.
Yeah, we took part of their weather stripping off. It seemed like every time we got it to the door, there was something that was stopping us from getting it. Oh, we had to take the lock off because the lock protruded out like just 1 centimeter, remember?
Oh.
So we had to take the lock off the front of it.
And then I ended up like, I think we both ended up like getting scrapes and stuff.
Yeah.
My finger, my hand was bleeding. It was crazy.
That was for something that's just basically a big metal box. It sure was a big pain in the butt.
And the woman, it was a husband and wife that we were buying it from. She was like, I don't know how they got it in. Like, and we couldn't figure it out either, unless like the house settled. Like, how did they manage to get
Yeah.
it in there?
Yeah, we thought it was going to be like a half-hour pickup, and we were there for like an hour and a half. Just
Oh yeah, maybe 2 hours.
get it
even.
to the door, try to get it out the door. Nope, that's not going to
Back
work.
it
Push
up.
it back in. And it was heavy too for what it was, but it's big. It was like 2.5 feet by 28, maybe 28 inches, 29 inches by
7
probably
feet.
7 feet tall, and then
And then
probably about 4 feet.
4
It was about 4
at
feet
least
wide.
4.5
Yes.
feet wide. Yeah, it was
Most of the
crazy.
things.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I
the
would-
only reason I bought that claw machine is it actually doesn't have shenanigans settings. So you set some claw machines, you set it so that it only allows full strength every fifth time.
Oh yeah.
This one, you set the pressure that the claws can grab, and it's like that all the time. So it's I don't like the ones that are actually rigged that you can't win. If I'm going to have a claw machine, I want it to be skill based and not skill based plus shenanigans going on in the background. So that's why I kind of like this one. And it actually has a platform. You load it up, and the platform lowers. And as you run out of toys, the platform lifts up, so it always looks like it's full of toys, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a nice machine. I wish we've got a few things that we bought because we were hoping to have space for it. We also bought an air hockey table that's slightly damaged because we wanted to. Seven figured out. He looked online how you can fix them up, and it was like new in box, but it got damaged. And love to bring that in here.
That's a pretty nice air hockey. It's a super high end
Yeah.
residential air hockey. And since we don't need to do coin drop, it is perfectly fine for this. But it's got extruded. The whole thing is built out of extruded aluminum framing. This weighs a ton. Man, that thing's a beast.
What
The air hockey.
That one was another one too, where we the air hockey table and the
Where's the washer?
Through the door, down the hall to the left.
yeah.
Yeah.
We bought, it's so weird, and it's in storage. And then I also have some. I like repairing old sewing machines, but I've kind of gotten too many more sewing machines than space, and trying to get rid of those. And if anyone wants to buy 13 sewing machines in mid-repair, I mean, a lot of them are okay. They just need a little more fixing to get running. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, pretty good turnout.
Yeah. Apologies
A lot-
for the yummy.
A lot more today than I thought that we were going to have.
Yeah, I think it's just one of those things where there's
Uh-oh.
not much to do.
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh. Are you getting another
Going
tidbit?
in.
Oh my gosh.
Going into the Timbits.
Oh, I know. What are you after?
I don't know. What are they? Chocolate.
I think that one's birthday cake. Old sour cream glazed for those two. And then I think Harry ate all of the old fashioned.
Birthday cake.
I shouldn't, but I'm going to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the reality is, it's only like the equivalent of 1 or 2 donuts, maybe.
This is only our second time streaming on the YouTubes. I set up yesterday, and I wanted to we want to do more streaming from here because we were doing it about 8 months ago. We were streaming just about every weekend for a while there on Twitch, and then we have a bit more of a presence on YouTube. So we thought, well, maybe we'll do a little bit of both. So I was getting this stuff all set up. And thought, well, I'll just fire up something on YouTube yesterday, and actually had a fair amount of people tuned in and watched it, so that was kind of fun.
Yeah,
I was
it was nice.
basically just sitting here talking about
Chatting.
nothing.
A little different than your average pinball. You know. No, I guess she's done. Now I was watching her because she was staring at the screen and nothing else was happening. It's like you kind of watch people and when they've got this look on their face. Look at her go. Extra ball, extra ball, extra ball. Then you know something is something's going on. So you try and help them out. Let's see how many people are following us. Whew. Not bad. Oh, so this one lovely lady in the awesome sweater and the pearl necklace, she just keeps getting extra balls on Speakeasy. You should move the screen and then you can see him playing Palooka too. Put it up there.
Oh, wrong screen.
Whoops, sorry about that.
We'll put us over here.
There you go. Over top of us.
That's where we are right here.
Oh, the little armature arm is in front of his face now.
Oh, that's alright.
Oh, wow. Oh, you can see the little...
We're behind the counter. If I can angle this, can I?
No, that's fine.
Oh, no, I think I can. But
That's pretty funny. It's a really good shot here with the light curtain lights, whatever you call it. We've got the Pac-Man going now, Pinballorama before. We've got another one that
there we
says,
go.
let's play pinball. Whoa, free game! Well, they're all free. What are you doing?
By hand.
Oh my gosh.
It's not quite, but
It's cute. You've got to move it. Yeah, there's got to be somewhere where it lines up.
it needs to go. Nope, not that one. This way?
Almost. A little further over.
Oh, so close.
Oh, wow. You're having far too much fun with
I
this.
am having fun.
Oh, wow. Another free game. Look at people go.
Oh, now I've leaned back. Now there's two of me.
Oh, yeah. Just have to make it bigger. Oh, no, you moved it out of frame. There you go. Yeah, make us a little bigger. There you go.
This is her first time playing pinball. The girl over there.
You've been doing pretty good so far.
So what do you think? How do you like pinball? It's okay?
Excellent.
Yeah?
She's very cute.
Very shy.
Little baby doll.
Be right back.
Alright. You taking your mic with you? I said, are you taking your mic with you?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, thanks, Chris. Oh, I'm so sorry for yawning. Oh, it's hard today. I don't know why. Yeah, it's been a really good day. I like being open. It's nice for people who, you know, want to get out of the house on Christmas or maybe they don't celebrate Christmas or any other holiday today to come in, hang out, play some pinball. Or come in together with somebody else if they're just hanging out with them. Someone that came in today, one of our regulars, he told us, a little kid with his dad, that he wanted one of the giant lava lamps for Christmas. And he came in today and he told us he got one. And Seven was like, no way, I didn't know that. And he was like, yes, you did. So I'm staring at one of our big ones. If you're interested, we still have, I think we have 2 large ones left. And then we've got a variety of other sizes and colors. Unfortunately, some were destroyed, not destroyed, but damaged due to FedEx not reading the box, which said do not leave outside, don't freeze. And they left it outside while we were at the arcade, and they almost froze. And one of them is completely cloudy. You can't even, the liquid is so cloudy that you can't even see the wax. And the other one is not as cloudy, so we're not quite sure what we're going to do with those. Which is too bad because one of them was blue and red, and a lot of people really love the blue and red. We have a blue and red one, and people are always asking for it, so we're a little disappointed with that. But we do have a lot of other colors still available. We've got some candle ones, we've got some plasma ones, some glitter ones, orange and blue, pink and clear, blue and clear, purple and clear, yellow and blue, purple and blue, pink and blue, black and clear, purple, black and purple, clear and blue, and then a plasma one. So, oh, and then we have different sizes. So we've got an orange, a yellow and purple, and then in both the large size and or the grande size, as well as so 16 and 27 inches. So it's over 2 feet high. It's pretty fantastic. We had one that was, I think the liquid used to be pink, and but over the, or maybe it was green. I can't quite remember, but it's interesting. The color of the liquid is faded, and so now the liquid is clear, but the wax is still yellow. And the wax has changed from being very blobby to like very small, which is okay. It's still pretty groovy up there. It might also be because it's very hot up there. Anyways, that's our story about that lamp. We're a distributor for Shilling now, so we can sell anything that they have on available. And so they have lava lamps, plasma balls, sea monkeys, all of those kind of kooky nostalgia things. Outlane Pinball. Hi, Outlane Pinball. Merry Christmas to you too. Thanks for joining us on our live stream. We're open today, and we've had quite a few people in, which is really nice. What are you up to on this Christmas day, or if you celebrate Christmas or not? Playing any pinball? We're just chatting about lava lamps, and we've got quite a few new players in today, which is interesting. We've got some regulars come in. One person was escaping for the day and accidentally left his phone on silent and didn't hear the phone ring for dinner when he was called for dinner. So, but now I think we're just down to new people that haven't been in before. It's pretty good. We're still open for another 2.5 hours. And then we'll go home and eat some salad or something. Playing some Elvis and Big Guns. Oh, nice. Haven't tried the new Elvis game. Or is it an older Elvis game? And we have a Big Guns in here as well. We always joke about what it must have been like sitting around the planning table for that game, and someone was like, you know what would be cool? Let's build cannons that shoot the ball across the playfield into a game, but not one, two cannons, and they shoot across the playfield, and just, I don't know, I find it pretty impressive because it shoots out, and then it has to get caught into the, what do you call it? My brain's not working right now. Into kind of that wire ramp and across the playfield. So it's pretty amazing. I really like that game. It's really fun. The back box has to be one of the largest back boxes ever. If you've seen another back box that's larger than that, but I really enjoy Big Guns. We'll have to track down and see if we can find an Elvis to play. I don't think we don't have any Elvis in our collection. I don't think we have any musical ones in our collection, actually. The older musical ones might not be too bad, but the newer ones that Stern makes, the one thing that I think would bother me is the same music playing over and over again. I don't mind a lot of the other machines, but I hate when people start a game and walk away, or if it's on a track mode. Even the Star Trek one that we had in here briefly, it played the Star Trek theme song over and over again 3 times in a row, and I told Seven I wouldn't get tired of it, and I lied. I did. It got painful. Here he is. He's come back.
I am back.
Yes. Outline Pinball is just chatting us what they're playing right now, and they said Elvis and Big Guns.
Big Guns. Love Big Guns.
I know. I was just talking about how it's got like world's largest back box. And I didn't know which Elvis they were talking about. They said it was from 2005, so.
The guy we bought Starship Troopers from had that one.
Oh.
I don't think I've ever played it.
No, that's what I was saying. I said I
Yeah.
don't think we've played it either, so we'll have to try it out. I said we're kind of not partial to the music ones, just because we'd have to... Yes, the Rumor Jaws. Just because we'd end up listening to the same music over and over again, and even having Star Trek in here was kind of painful. And I said I wouldn't get tired of it, and I did.
Luckily, that had when we first had it set up. The Star Trek: The Next Generation. When we first had it set up, at the end of the game, it would play the Next Generation theme. Mm-hmm. But then there was a setting where we could change it to just sort of this sort of Star Trek-y sounding music, but it wasn't the theme.
Yeah.
That was much better, but
But it still played 3 times in a row.
yeah, it was just nice. Yeah. I guess that's it. It did have a pin sound in it, so if I was going to keep that machine, I could have
Hold the pin sound.
I could have loaded my own sounds in it.
Oh.
So I could have done an abridged version of whatever it plays at the end.
Or just like a whole bunch of them.
Yeah. Or just make fart sounds.
I think like that sounds like a really fun theme. Who is doing the Jaws? Is it Stern or Jersey Jack or
Jaws pinball machine. Stern maybe?
Stern Jaws pinball 4 weeks ago. I mean, they could do something really fun with it. Evidence that a Jaws pinball is in the works.
That's not it. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. It would be fun. We're waiting for our Big Lebowski to arrive. We paid for that. That's our next new one, and probably won't buy another new one for a little while. There's a lot that are coming out. Like we were thinking maybe next year. It depends what's out, but Galactic Tank Force.
I want to see once that kind of gets all sussed out and they've worked out any bugs there are in that.
Yeah.
I think they've released a code update for it already.
Yeah.
And American Pinball seems to keep adding Well, I know there's tons of new updates for Valhalla. He's always improving the things in Valhalla.
The creator of Valhalla actually commented on one of the videos that we just did recently that look out for a code update. It's coming soon, a software update. So Yeah, we've been really happy with the American pinballs that we've gotten, and wouldn't mind getting a new Stern, but want to play it ourselves to make sure that we really enjoy it too. And a theme that people would enjoy. I think Jaws would probably be a theme that people would enjoy.
Jaws would be okay because it's sort of, even though it is based on a movie, it's still, people will go up and say, oh, it's a giant shark. So even if they didn't know the movie,
Shark Week.
It's approachable.
Yeah, Keith Elwood.
And the Godzilla one too is kind of like that. Godzilla apparently is a fairly good game. I haven't played it, but that's one of those ones that it's such an iconic thing.
And they're still making there's 2 new movies or whatever coming out now. So yeah, those one would be fun to have, fun to try. Like when I was over at Quasars, they had a Godzilla, but they were having tournament night, and I didn't get a chance to play it. I think because other people were playing it, and then I wasn't allowed to take pictures. So
if we get a Godzilla, I want to do some modifications on it and get as many little Matthew Broderick toys in there as possible, because that's the hated Godzilla movie. So it'd be really funny to like maybe even make like a little thing to maybe do a new translate for it that has like, it's based on the Matthew Broderick Godzilla.
Oh, people would hate you. Oh my god.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, but Galactic Tank Force is another one we saw, and not that we're opposed to theme games or anything, but it is really having non-themed ones. American Pinball has put out a couple of really good non-themed ones, like even Hot Wheels. I have not seen. I remember hearing about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I haven't seen the trailer for it, and I did not hear about Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes could be. And then, there was the other one that looked really good was Scooby-Doo. Spooky did Scooby-Doo, didn't they?
Yeah.
The Labyrinth one is another one that a lot of people have been talking about, and I think that one was limited numbers for that one right now.
That's using Fast Pinball Framework.
Oh, really?
Aaron, the guy in Gig Harbor. I went out and I did when I was working on the documentary stuff, I interviewed him and his partner.
Oh, wow.
They make the board sets. They're USB based boards that you can connect up to like a Raspberry Pi or something. And then that's how you interconnect all your solenoids and lights are through their boards. And it's made for, they did them for do-it-yourself type pinball builds. That's where they started. But the guys that are making the Labyrinth one used Fast Pinball boards in it, which is pretty cool. Good for them.
Lane Pinball was saying it's the same pin, different theme. Well, I mean, if you've got a really good start button's on the left. If you've got a really good pinball, like gameplay,
Good layout, yeah. That's one thing that I wish that Stern had done is they stamp out new games fairly often, and they're all about more or less the same or whatever. But I kind of wish that they would do one like, okay, so they come out with some band theme.
Yeah.
And what was the last one they came out with was...
The Beatles? No.
They did Rush recently and something else, I don't know. But like if I put a Rush pin in here, 80% of the people that come in here probably don't know who the hell Rush is.
Yeah.
So, and same with all of the old bands. They're not necessarily familiar with them. But I wish that it's like, okay, they came out with the rule set, they came out with the layout, they're all ready to go, they have the parts to build it. So they make their one to sell to, music enthusiasts, and then they just reskin it as something generic, and come up with some new sounds for it, and then they can kind of double dip on that whatever new machine they're making. They have the licensed version, and then they have this unique unlicensed version.
Yeah.
I'd be down. I'd be more willing to look at new Sterns if they did that.
Yeah. So you should come to Prince Edward Island. We are the largest public arcade in Canada, or public pinball arcade, and Anne of Green Gables is very famous here on the island. It was written by an island author, and there's a whole thing. So you can come play pinball and you go to Anne of Green Gables, or you can do both. And we're open year-round, which is really nice. A lot of businesses here on the island close in the winter, but we're open year-round, so you can come anytime. Although Anne of Green Gables stuff isn't open until the summer.
Yeah. And that's up in Cavendish, and that's about 35 minutes from here.
Yeah, 35. It's not too bad. From Charlottetown area. Depends where.
Cavendish is all about the Green Gables tourism kind of thing. The
And
whole
beaches.
town. Huh?
And they've got the beaches there, Cavendish Beach and everything. So
But those beaches would probably be empty if it weren't for the Green Gables stuff. Because there's other beaches, right? Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, so that's a tourism town up there. And in September, the whole town goes dark. It stays dark until March, April?
no,
May?
it's June.
Is it June? Yeah.
Essentially, like September to June, it's really only open for the summer. Yeah.
Oh, I'm going in.
Oh gosh, stop! Don't do it.
Timbits.
So where are you located at Layton
I
Pinball?
want this one.
And do you have an arcade yourself? Iowa. We've had people from all over today. Iowa, Colorado, Ontario. Yesterday we had someone from Scotland. Awesome. Have you been to Iowa? You've done a couple road trips across the country.
I've never been to Iowa. No.
Kevin's originally from Seattle, so.
I've been through most of the western states, but sort of the middle states it's a little hit and miss. North Dakota I've been to. I think we drove a little in South Dakota, Montana, Wyoming, Idaho, Nevada. I don't think I made it down to New Mexico, Arizona. Yeah, but in the big empty plain states, I never really hadn't really been over there yet.
Have you been to Texas?
I've been to Texas, or most of the southern states. I've been to Florida, but I haven't been to like Texas or Oklahoma or Louisiana or Ohio. So. 5 Pins, Elvis, Bad Cats, Who Done It? Who Done It? I want a Who Done It.
Yeah.
Haunted House, Big Guns. Have you? So there's a really cool modification for a haunted house where you could turn it into a multi-ball. A friend of ours had done that, and it added a whole new element to the game. It was pretty cool. You have to lock it. You lock a ball down below in the cellar, and I think you lock another ball up in the upper section. Thanks for coming in.
You guys have a great day.
And once you lock those two, then it gives you the third ball. And I don't remember the layout. Let me look at the layout real quick. Trying to get a look at the play field here.
Oh, that's with the upper playfield.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember when it ejected the balls.
Could it go up behind here?
Oh, I think when you go through when you shoot the third ball, when it triggered something up at the top, and then it will eject all three or something.
Oh, I forgot how many flippers this game had.
Yeah. 2 in the top, 2 in the bottom, and then
4
the
down
4.
here.
Yeah. Such an awesome game.
That's on our list too.
Yeah. I think I'd rather have a haunted house over a
Over what?
black hole. That's their other one their other big wide body. But yeah, if you're interested in doing like it wasn't a intensive modification he had to do, if I remember. It was fairly straightforward and easily reversible, if I remember.
Jaws money.
I see them on. I also believe it adds speech if that sounds like black hole. I don't remember that. I believe the guy buying it from me Wednesday gotta get Jaws money.
That's pretty fun. Yeah, it's nice. I mean, we've got a lot of machines. We could probably sell a couple. Probably will. But it's nice to swap things around, try different things. I haven't heard of Big Cats, though. We'll have to look that
It's
one
a
up.
Williams.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah, it's that's an 11, isn't it?
System 11.
It's got the little spinny thing.
Oh, that looks adorable. Oh, no, that's... Alright. Oh, bad cats. Not big cats. I was thinking big guns.
Yeah, so she hits the cat on the back box. She hits the cat with the
That
like she moves.
is
Yeah.
adorable. That looks adorable.
Yeah, system 11B. So it's kind of a similar gameplay to and flow of roller games.
Roller games.
Kind of, yeah.
I mean, roller games. So, another one that was really similar was I own the Haunted House and I've regretted selling it ever since. But you're gonna sell it now?
You bet so much. Radio Man says I owned a haunted house in the 90s.
Oh, that was Radio
I've
Man.
regretted
Oh my gosh.
selling it ever since. Yeah.
I thought that was the same person. I was like, then why are you selling it now?
Yeah, 6 months from now, Outlane Pinball's going to be like, oh, haunted house.
Right? Be careful what you wish for. I mean, it's nice to try other things like Jaws and stuff. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I think there's a couple games we're probably... I mean, we've got 2 Blackwaters. Selling one, might sell the other one too. If anyone's interested.
Yeah, I think I'll sell them both.
Yeah, we've got 2
They just-
Blackwaters.
I thought Blackwater would be really good in the arcade because it's unusual, but it just confuses people. And
Yeah.
there, I have the rule modification where you just play with 1 ball, but that kind of defeats the whole point of the game, which was having the unique 3-ball thing. If we had space at the house to set up machines to have to play, I would hold on to one, but
Yeah.
it's fun and unique and interesting, but if I'm gonna keep a couple games for personal, it's not gonna be a Blackwater.
Roller Games. Diner by Williams as well has almost a very similar layout to Roller Games. I quite enjoyed it, although the game that I played was filthy and disgusting. So keep your pinball machines clean, friends. But yeah, we've
So
got-
I had a Roller Games and a High Speed. They're similar, yeah.
yeah.
High Speed is I would like to get one of those, and an F14 I would really like to get because that was just vicious. That was so brutal.
7 found an F14.
Oh God.
And there was this guy that lived, a very nice guy, but he lived in one of the more expensive areas in the Lower Mainland, and Seven drove up to his house to see it. And-
Lamborghini in the driveway. You enter the house, and it's got this big entryway, and in the middle of the entryway is like a Neil Peart sized drum set, pristine, perfect, beautiful drum set. Just this big, massive thing, and I forget the brand of it, but it was a nice set. Then we went into into his home theater, and in there was this F-14, and he wanted.
He wanted like 2,000 for it or something.
No, he wanted like 4,000 or 5,000 or something for it. He wanted way too much money. It had not been treated nicely. Most of the inserts were raised. They had worked their way up out of the playfield, and a lot of them were kind of chipped from the ball slamming into the plastic.
And wasn't the playfield worked too? I remember you saying that it had.
It needed, well, the ball would jump all over the place because it would hit these raised inserts and just send the ball airborne on the thing. It needed a ton of work. So I made him an offer, and it was a reasonable offer. And he was just like, no, it's worth way more than that. Now, this is a guy who lives in like an $8 million, $9 million house. He's got his Lamborghini outside and his, $8,000 or $9,000 drum set in his. And he liked the game. He never played it. It was set to like German.
Yes, this is how nice Seven is.
He didn't know how to change it back, but
he changed it back to English for them. But Seven, we've gone into places where people have had machines for sale, and they, Seven will give them an offer based on what condition the machine is in, and people will be like, oh no, I don't actually think I'm gonna sell. But then there's always something wrong with the machine, and Seven will go in and fix it.
yeah.
He's very nice. Like one machine that's on my list is one of the Mini Marios pinball machines. I just like Mario. I would love a full size and a Mini Mario. I think it would be hilarious to get the Mini Mario, and we have little short legs that we had someone custom make for us, and we put the Mini Mario on mini legs.
Yeah, that would be fun.
But we went to a place, and I can't remember if we were looking at the reason why we went there, but they had a pinball machine, and it wasn't working. Mario Mushroom World, yes. And it wasn't working, and Seven fixed whatever the issue was. It was a little glitch. Can't remember, because that's just...
This is a flipper problem or something.
Yeah, it's just the person that he is, so I love the Mini Mario.
Yeah, but the high-speed guy, he didn't, or the F-14 guy, he didn't want to sell it at that price.
He liked it because the light went woo-woo.
Yeah.
That was the reason why he kept it.
It was basically disco lights for him. He would turn it on when he had guests over, and he said to me, and everybody likes the lights. Like, well, buy some disco lights, man.
Yeah.
Nobody ever played it because it was all screwy and messed up. But, yeah.
What is your favorite pin? That is a question we get asked a lot, and it's a hard one to answer because it depends on what we have in, and go through phases. Hello, cell processing. Welcome to the chat. What is your favorite game right now, Seven?
The two games that I'm playing right now are Royal Flush, the 1976 EM, I think it's 76, Gottlieb game. Just a drop target game. And the other one I'm playing is Gottlieb Genesis. Those are the two that I really, really enjoy. Although I have been playing more Valhalla since we moved it right here.
Yeah.
My favorite game kind of just changes a lot.
Yeah.
Just whatever.
Dragon's another one.
Interflip Dragon is just that machine is so ruthless. It's so hard. Has that acrylic play field, the ball just flies and has outlanes from hell, and it's really hard to get a really good ball on it.
I'm going to go and...
Okie doke. I really like the Pinbot artwork stuff. I was really into Pinbot the game. I still like it, but it's fallen a little bit lower in favor recently. But I have a Pinbot and a Jackbot. I like them both. Yeah, I don't know. It sort of changes. Code update for Valhalla, I guess, next week, according to the forums. Yeah, so the guy who I forget his name, George something, the guy who programs that, he left a comment on one of my videos that he was working on it. I think because it was in response to the ship coil, because if you have a sensor that's failing, there's 3 sensors in the ship, and if you have a sensor that's failing, that coil can just fire and fire and fire and eat itself. And mine, the coil fired and fired and fired, so the coil melted down and the transistor on the coil board blew. So I'm hoping, I had actually replied to him and I said, I hope you put a watchdog thing on there that basically looks, there's no way you can trigger just one sensor in the boat because it's 1, 2, 3 in a row. So I think it would be fairly easy to put a little watchdog code in there that just says, if one triggers, don't react until you see something from another. And then if you have a sensor that's going bad, it's not going to screw things up.
The ball's stuck.
Fantastic. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so anyway, I'm kind of hoping that he adds a little watchdog in there that just says, if one sensor fires repeatedly, maybe just ignore it if the others aren't activating as well. That would be nice. Because it seems kind of funny that if you have one sensor that is failing or is flaky, it will actually cause damage to other parts of the pinball machine. I don't know of another pinball machine that does that. I'm interested to see, every time they do a code update for Valhalla, they really improve, they add features and stuff. So I'm kind of interested to see what else goes in there. It'll be fun. But we'll have one more video, at least on Valhalla, that I have to do because mine slides off the rails now, because I was saying yesterday, the cabinet on Valhalla has 3 different measurements. So down at the lockdown bar, it's one width, in the middle it's another width, and up at the top it's a third width. And so it's too wide in the middle right now. It's bowed out, or it just wasn't quite to spec. And when you take the playfield out, it falls off the rail. And so American Pinball has sent me rail modifications that are supposed to grab on the railing on the side. This is the cabinet, and it looks like that. And then your playfield latches into it like this. How it is right now, it rides on top of it. So the modification, it'll actually have it's an L-shaped thing, and it'll ride on the railing so it won't slide out. But I think that mine is still too wide. I have like no wiggle room. So I'm probably going to have to pull the playfield and the rails that are attached to the side of the cabinet, I'm going to have to shim under it to give myself, just maybe 4 millimeters on each side is going to be enough. And then those L rails should sit in. Yeah, I checked for you. Mine has 2 washers behind each screw in the rail. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to have to do. So, none of that is difficult, but it is kind of a pain to have to yank the whole playfield out. I could probably do it without pulling the playfield, maybe. But I think you have less chance of damaging the playfield if you just pull it. I don't know how I'd prop it up in there. Maybe I could lift it up and turn it, but then I have to climb underneath it, and so yeah. I haven't ever pulled an American pinball playfield, so I assume that it's just a handful of connectors. You just unplug it and yank the whole thing out. But it'll make a fun video, I think. What time is it? It's 6 o'clock. We have 2 more hours to go that we're going to be open. Had a lot more people in today than I expected. Last Christmas we were open and we got a handful of people in, but this year significantly more. It's been nice. And maybe next year we'll do even better. I'm not. We lowered the price and we have, so we're doing $12.25 to come in, and instead of charging by the hour for $12.25, you can just stay as long as you want. I was sort of interested to see how that was going to go. I did it that way. Part of the reason is because last year we had at least one guy who came in. I don't think he had anything else to do, so he came and paid for 2 hours. But then we ended up just kind of hanging out and talking with him for an hour. So after that, I'm just like, just go play as long as you want, do whatever you want here. We don't care. Leave, come back, whatever. I don't care. It's one day out of the year. What's the big deal? So this year I thought, well, we'll do the same thing. We'll just we'll just charge one price for the day, and people can come and go and do whatever they want and just sort of have fun. And then if someone doesn't have something to do on Christmas and they're kind of bummed, they can come here and just hang out. We got coffee, we got donuts. Surprise you open, all Seattle spots are closed. Yeah, well, that's there's actually not a lot to do on the island. I think on Christmas Day, I think the movie theater is open. Let's look. Movies. Charlottetown. Can we get tickets today? All movies today. Theaters near me.
Are you done streaming? You still streaming?
Still streaming.
Hello.
I was wondering if the movie theater was open today, and it looks like it is.
It's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
Movie theaters being open on Christmas.
Seattle Pinball Museum, the only place that has a flat $30 at the door. Is it $30 now? That's more than.
No, Charlie, I think this is second location, isn't it? Is that a different place?
Charlie, the guy who owns Pinball Museum,
Oh.
right? Yeah. Yeah.
I thought he meant.
So I think it was less than that.
I thought it was like 15 or 20. But how long can you play for? Like we do $14.95 for an hour, 5 cents more for 2. We really wanted to just charge people $15 for 2 hours, but then people didn't understand that they were getting 3 hours, so we changed the pricing. But so it's $15 for 2 for us. So how many? Oh, okay. Yeah, we.
Right. Charlie used to have two charges. He had an all day in out kind of thing. You could come and go. That one was more expensive, and then he had the hourly one.
Yeah.
But I don't, and I think that was like $12 or something. It was, yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
he had said something about like the smokers always get the all day pass, so they can leave and go smoke and then
Yeah.
come back.
So we're $49.5 for an hour, 5 cents more for two. We have a date night special, 2 people, $25 for the last 2 hours we're open. And then we have other specials for the week, so like $11 for an hour or 2 hours. Just depends. Like today's all day special, $12.25. And then our usual all day price is $40 for the entire day. And we're open noon to 8 p.m. most days, and noon to 11 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays.
Reginald Jr., Merry Christmas to you as well.
Oh, thanks for
Is
joining
the
us.
Pinball Museum still in the same space in International District?
And then it's got the upper. Sure.
God. I don't know how.
I've got the machines. I was just gonna say that. I mean, it's hard enough to, like we've brought machines up and down stairs, but that tight little
Yeah,
space
and he's got a
was,
sea wolf up there. He had a sea wolf up there, if I
Yeah.
remember too. And that's a deep game. Like, not rules, but just physically, I remember that's like 3 feet. Went there to play Elton John. Yeah. Charlie's a nice guy. I like him.
Yeah, who was it that we interviewed? There
There-
was a Dutch.
No, it was a guy who made the Matrix
From Johnny
modification
Mnemonic.
from Johnny Mnemonic.
That's
But he
right.
was in Amsterdam or something. Mm-hmm. And he had come over to hit up all of the pinball places kind of in the States. He was going down to where he had been down at the Pinball Hall of Fame in Las Vegas, hitting a couple other places in town. And that was really before, that was kind of right at the beginning of the pinball resurgence thing that was going
Yeah,
on.
it was really interesting.
Haunted houses up there.
We were just talking about that haunted house and how many people
Yeah.
have it.
You never did answer what your favorite pinball
Oh,
machine was. I'll let you think about it. I'll be right back.
Okay.
You can discuss your favorite.
Are you taking your mic with you wherever you're going? Okay. We don't want to take our mics with us certain places like the washroom. I don't know. That's kind of difficult. It depends on my mood. I have been enjoying Genesis as well. Volley is always a favorite of mine. Volley, some guy posted it online, and it was in a little area that was a couple hours from us, and we had to take a ferry boat, which was okay in the Sunshine Coast in BC. And it, but the guy worked away a lot, so it was really hard finding time to connect with him to go and pick it up. And so finally we arranged a time to go pick it up. And we got there, and the guy had bought the house from someone, and the previous owner was the one that owned Volley, and it looked like it had been opened, new in box, put in a room, and then never played again. And it had, like, for being as old as it was, the counter hadn't rolled over 10,000. Like, it hadn't gone back to zero, because it was, I think the counter only went up to 10,000. Much like the score reel. So we got it home. It was filthy. It was because the guy that owned it was a carpenter, and we blew it out. And the playfield is just, and it still is, in amazing condition. But that's just another one of those games where, you know, if you get really good at it, you hit the targets in a specific way, and you can get all 3 banks of drop targets. And it's one of those ones where you're like, it's really fun to play to try and roll over the score reels. And Palooka, what's funny is we've had Palooka in here, and I've only ever seen one person roll over the score reels. Maybe someone has done it. And volley is a little bit easier to roll over the score reels, but Palooka, even though it only goes up to 9,999, the woman that ended up doing it, I kept hearing her get add a ball, add a ball, add a ball, add a ball. And she was here with a birthday party, and she wasn't even paying attention, and she was like yelling at the kids. And I was watching her play, and I'm like, oh my god, I think you might roll over the score reel. You're doing really well, getting all these extra balls. She's like, I'm not even, stop that, I'm not even paying attention. And
Which one?
the woman that, the only time I've seen Palooka roll over, she was playing and she was watching a birthday party. And she rolled over the score reel, and that's the only time I've seen it. But volley is one that it's a fun game. I think Seven's going to try Palooka. I was telling them I liked volley, but also talking about Palooka. It looks like Seven's going to set up and play Palooka here. I'll play volley after this, and then maybe I'll roll over the score reel. So Palooka is the one that I was telling you about. Side note, all of the games have really great stories. A lot of them come from somewhere, or someone had them, and there's some kind of sentimental value. And Palooka, I was saying, was another one where it has a really great story to it. It was in a family-owned diner for a really long time, and then the operator was going to pull it probably in the 70s or 80s, and because it had been there forever. It's set on 10 cents, so it's 1964. Seven is showing you that it's got the ball lifter in it, which a lot of people really enjoy that feature. And the owners of the diner said, let us buy it from you for $50, because the operator was going to pull it and throw it in the dumpster out back. So they kept it there for a little while, and then they moved it home, and so they were playing it at home. And not long after that, the family diner burned to the ground. And so this was, the pinball machine was literally the only thing that they had, tangible thing that they had left from this decades-long family diner. And so I believe it was the grandson of the original owner, like it was a grandfather. The playfield is in really good shape on this one as well. So he called us, and he was interested in selling. His price point was a little high. Seven explains some of the condition issues. Seven had to redo the whole front door because it had been crowbarred open and there was damage. And he also had to put a bunch of wood fill in there and repaint the front. And he did a really good job making it match the sides with kind of that splatter paint that's on some of those older cabinets. And the guy didn't really want to sell to us at first because it was really hard for him to part with it. And in the end, he called us up and said to come back and he would take our offer. And he realized like it just wasn't getting played at his house, and he'd rather it go back and be in a place where people were going to play it. And people love Palooka. It is, right now, it's the oldest game we have in here. We've got ones from the 30s, 40s, and 50s, and we had them in here when we first opened, but we needed more space for all of the candy and other machines and drinks and all that sort of stuff. We'd love to have another space where we could have it on display, some of the older ones that we have, like we did before. But this one is great. It's got the only one we have in here at the moment with the ball lifter, and people really like that feature. And the sounds are really good, and it's got both fast and slow play, so it's a real good kind of in-between game. Tiny little flippers, as you can see. So Seven's on his last ball. But yeah, so volley is a favorite of mine. Cue Ball Wizard has always been one that I've really enjoyed as well. Like, one of the things with our collection when we first started was we got Hardbody, which has the outlane buttons. So let's talk about how to get the high score. And now he's going to show... Oh, he's putting it somewhere else. Actually, will you put it on volley? Because I said I would play volley. That's the game I was talking about.
Makeshift pinball play.
Oh, he's showing the pachinko machine. Pre-work called ball play. That's a fun sound. Pinballorama. It is very pretty. Someone's going to show you the back now. or 7 The reason why there's baby parts stuck to the grinder is because we had a bunch of baby parts in the Halloween stuff. In the machines for Halloween. So he took them out and then put them all on the grinder. Oh, excuse
It's
me.
okay.
There's some questions about pachinko.
Make us a little bit bigger. We'll make this a little bit bigger.
There's lots of people over there.
I
You could
think
probably,
I'm gonna
yeah.
change to this for a while.
Yeah.
Gonna have to look up pachinko history. I would assume U.S. troops after World War II were bringing pinball overseas. So, from hey,
I'm sorry.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
how's it going?
Let's go.
Yeah?
Fun.
Have a
Yeah,
favorite?
this is our first time here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, welcome.
Have a favorite machine yet? Do you have a favorite
I like
machine?
the one like where she is up. It's like the second one from man. It's like the oldest one, I think.
The oldest one in here is Palooka.
Oh really?
That one's 1964.
Yeah.
Oh really?
One over there in the inside,
Yeah,
the
like-
Mars track.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
1970.
mid 70s from Spain.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I like that one.
That's
That
a ton
one's-
of ones,
Playfield is gorgeous on that one.
yeah.
Yeah.
What did you say?
The playfield.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
in really
yeah,
good
it's
shape.
beautiful. Some of them are just really well made.
Yeah, the Sonic machines, I don't know what they used for their playfield paint, but they're all like, it's unusual to find an old Sonic machine that is like the paint is blown out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
They always look really, really nice.
Like a lot of like are these all new mostly or no?
All new?
Yeah.
No,
like,
no. So-
no, like they don't make new.
Sure they do.
They-
Yeah.
yeah, they do.
Valhalla and Hot Wheels are brand new.
Yeah.
Speakeasy over there, that one was like early 80s maybe. Bali is, I think, around 1976. Palooka is 64. Cue Ball Wizard there is, I think, late 80s. So this collection is kind of all over the
yeah,
place.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something from every, like, and they're all international too. So a lot of them are made in the U.S., but we've got a couple like from Spain. Interflip is from Italy,
No, Interflip is from Spain as well.
Spain as well. Yeah. So it's neat. We've got what different people did with pinball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's my first time ever trying.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, we're open year round, so welcome to come back anytime.
Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for coming in. You guys have a great Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'm trying to decide if I want another coffee. So it's pretty.
so-
Is the pachinko,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think. And yeah, Seven did a lot of work cleaning it up. I don't know if he mentioned that.
No, it was super grubby, and someone had stuck stickers on
Tiny
the back
stickers.
in behind it of like Kellogg cereal stickers. Like there was a Tony the Tiger and a
And,
Toucan Sam and
yeah.
a bunch of flowers, a bunch of other crap, and it was really hard to get it cleaned out of there because of all the little nails. But assume U.S. troops after World War II were bringing pinball overseas. So pachinko started, if I remember, it really started to take off kind of in the 50s or 60s. It's huge there now still. And so gambling is illegal in Japan, but they have a workaround for pachinko. So they're kind of like redemption machines, right? Where you can take your balls that you've won, and you can, or that you have left, and you can take them to the counter, and you can exchange them for prizes, and you can pick up like a bottle of sake, or they have like actual food items, all kinds of different stuff. Or if you have enough, you can buy little bars of gold in different denominations. So you can buy a $10 bar of gold, or a $15 bar of gold, or the yen equivalent. And the bars are in these little plastic cases, kind of like graded coins or trading cards or something. They have those snap together cases. You can keep your gold if you want, or you can just run across the street and sell your gold there for the value. and get your money back. So if you go into a pachinko parlor, you buy $10 worth of balls, you play a bunch, you end up with double the amount of balls, then you buy your gold, you go across the street, you cash out your gold for $20. So, and I don't think that the gold is rated by, like, you're not selling it by weight, you're selling it by whatever the value is across the street at the casino. And the casino and the place where you buy the gold, or the place that buys your gold, they're owned by the same people. So it's kind of a clever little workaround, and they just sort of left it like that. The new games, the game back there is from the mid 70s, and the newer games have LCD screens in them. They don't have the manual lever to pop the ball up there. It's a motor, more like a pitching machine, two spinning wheels, from what I understand. Two spinning wheels, and the ball goes into it, goes up. And instead of that little metal lever that you pull down, it has a knob that you turn, and that pitches your balls out of it. I would like to get a new one, just for fun. I want to put that right here. We have a hanging arcade 1-up Pac-Man on the wall here, and I'd like to put it right next to it. And then it's right here where we can talk about it. People come up, hey, what's this thing? We can explain what pachinko is and how they're gambling devices, and here, have a couple balls and try your luck, kind of thing. There's a girl in today. Her and her family are regulars, and she's probably, I want to say, maybe 7 years old. She loved it. She asked to play it. They were here a couple days ago, and I showed them, and she came in today. Can we play the pachinko ball, or whatever she called it? And we set it up here, and she played it. And I told her we drained all the balls out of the hopper, and I gave her 20 balls, and I said, if you can come back and give me more than 20 balls, then I'll give you one of these suckers or something. And she got a jackpot in like the first 5 balls, so that gives her 10. So she had like 25 balls, but then she kept shooting, and I'm like, wait. You should probably count those. So she drained them. She had 17, but I thought there was one in the hopper, and I said, well, maybe we've got a couple more in the hopper. You'll have just enough. And I shot one. It went up. It landed in a tulip. So now she got 10 more. I was like, I guess we're gonna suck her. They're neat machines. I really like pachinko. They were super popular in the States in the late 70s. Places like Montgomery Ward and the Bon Marché and JCPenney and stuff. There was a company that went over, bought containers, shipping containers of these old pachinko machines, brought them over, refurbished them, and then they were sold through JCPenney and the Bon and at various department store outlets. In fact, my screen up there, let me switch scenes. My little Jumbotron screen up there playing video. I actually have an old advert from, I think, Montgomery Ward. And that ad is from, I think, 1980. And the refurbished pachinko machine was $39.95. Yeah, they're just sort of they're fun things. You okay? Yeah. All right. We were thinking about setting up a camera. If I didn't know how many people were going to be in today, and if it was just dead slow, then we were going to set up a camera and play Valhalla. We did that last year. We played Genesis. And we were going to set up and play Valhalla. But if I do that, if I set up there, if you look at this layout, so you can see that I'd have to, here's on the screen, you can see Valhalla, and then right next to it is the Moto USA race cocktail game. So I'd have to set a laptop up there, slide this out, put a tripod up over Valhalla so you could see the playfield and everything. So it'd be a little bit in the way. So we thought if there was nobody in here, we'd be able to do that. But well, we've had people in pretty much most of the day. So next time. We want to do more streaming, and I want to actually do some gameplay streaming. Neither of us are serious when it comes to playing. We kind of just goof around. But egads.
Yeah. What's cute?
Pachinko. I will be right back. I will send those off.
Okay. I'm gonna make another coffee. I know it's 6:30, but I don't know why. Seriously, I just feel like I need coffee. Lots and lots of coffee today. Just go home and eat something. Might help. And there were quite a few people in the store getting pizza too. It's really dangerous having Timbits this close to the counter. Or to me on the counter. Because you just want to eat them all. Hotter than I expected. This guy over here on Terminator looks like he's having a really good time. Terminator's a pretty fun game. Only problem is it's better for pay to play model because some people can stay on there for an hour trying to finish the entire game because there's 2 chapters, and then within each chapter you have choices of what path you follow to sit over here. Little Sims go. What path to follow, and so some people can get really into it, and then because you can just keep pressing continue. So if anyone's interested, that Terminator's for sale. It is a great game, and we just replaced the guns on it because both of them were having issues, and we replaced the infrared sensors on. We swapped them around and replaced some of the infrared sensors. Still a little, sometimes tracking issues, but for the most part, it's rebuild the computer, added new tracking sensors, brand new guns, which were almost $1,000 each. It's crazy. But so far, it's been playing really well. Knock on wood. But yeah, that's a game you can get really into. Killing lots of these. So we're talking about other games that we like. The game I really like the sound on a pin is Alien Poker, and it has a really fantastic, just the sound in it, the background sound. I can't really do it very well. And then the call-outs, it's one of the early computerized kind of text-to-voice, I think, text-to-speech type things. And it's a really funny theme, and then the sounds add to it as well. I really like the sound. Our sound card wasn't working for a while, which the game just isn't as much fun without the sounds on Alien Poker. But 7 fixed that, but there's like a connection issue, and so that's the next thing we're gonna look at. We've got a couple games that The sound is also out on the Dragon board, and I think we sent that in to get fixed, as well as a board for Tails. We keep having a strange issue with the right flipper on Tails, and he replaced a capacitor, I think. I'm gonna get this wrong. 7 replaced a capacitor or something on Tails, and actually he plugged the board back in and it just went up in a puff of smoke. So that one's just, it's been a constant thing chasing down the issue with the right flipper. And it burnt out a coil at one point, and we replaced the board, and so I think we have the original one and a rotten dog, but neither one is working properly. So we sent a couple boards recently out to John's Jukes out in BC. John does some really good work, and he sells pinballs and arcades and jukeboxes. Sorry. So if you're looking for any of those, John's Jukes in BC is the place to pick some up. And yeah, Alien Poker's really fun sound. Break Shot's another one I really enjoy. It's really fun if you haven't played it. There's 3 scoops up in the center and it locks the ball. And after you lock the ball, a post comes up and the ball is released. And then the next task is to hit that post to put the ball back into one of the scoops. And then it'll lock it there and opens it up so you have 2 more balls to put in. And so the second time you capture a ball, it releases both of them. You hit the post again, and that sends a force into the 2 balls to go back into the 2 scoops. And then it opens it up again, and then you have the 3rd chance to get it. Now the tough thing is, if those 2 balls get loaded in the right in the center or the left in the center, then you have to get that last ball over into the side instead of just getting it right into the in perfectly straight off the flippers, which might be a bit easier. But it's really fun if you're able to do that.
I'm going to make another coffee, and I'm going to dump this out because it's cold.
Okay, we're at 2.5 hours. Should we keep going or
Let's
sign
keep
on?
going for another half hour, I guess, if you want.
Okay. I'm a little tired, but that's
Are you?
okay.
Okay, we can stop pretty soon.
Well, okay, Seven's gonna make a coffee, and then maybe my coffee will perk me up. You're gonna dump out that stuff, yeah. It's probably getting a little old. Anyways, yeah, that's, Nip It's another really fun one. We have both Nip It and Time Zone. Right now they're beside each other. Time Zone had a coil that just ate itself recently. I was away, and he was like, I can smell the coil burning, and he couldn't track down what machine it was. And it was Time Zone. And both Time Zone and Nip It are the games that you saw in the TV show Happy Days. And Time Zone is the 2-player version of, I think Space Time is the 4-player version. And Nip It was also on there. And Nip It's got such a fun little feature. When it used to be right in front of the desk here, we would show people how to play it, and it's got an extra button so that when you shoot the ball up, there's a little alligator, and the alligator can grab it and eat the ball, and kids find it so funny, and then you're like, oh, watch out, he might poop it out. Hi, Brick House. Christmas there looks amazing. Wish I lived closer. It's been a really popular thing today to come out and play pinball. But we're open year round, so you can, I promise it'll be just as amazing any time of year. If you're looking for anything in particular, let me know. I might be able to point you in the right direction.
Like Cadbury flakes?
No, what are those?
I don't know. My mom asked me because I showed her the Scottish soda because.
Yeah, the Iron Brew?
Yeah, there's some like Scottish snacks that they can't get that when they find them they get really excited.
Okay.
So she's like, maybe they have Cadbury flakes.
Do you guys live on the island?
I do.
Okay. Well, I'll make a note of that because someone came in a couple of weeks ago and they're like, "Do you have runts?" And we said no. He's like, "Oh, my wife's been looking everywhere for them." And so we found a distributor. We brought them in, and then he came in the other day and bought like 3 boxes for his wife and wrapped them up. So I'll write those down. We'll see if we can find them. Cadbury Flakes. Interesting. Yeah. Well, and that's the same thing. The Iron Brew. Someone came in and said that did we have Iron Brew, and we didn't, and then we were able to find it. Unfortunately, it's a little more expensive bringing it in, but we do have it now, and it has been very popular.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. I'm just giving my eyes a break.
Yes, it can be a little overstimulating. We did just bring in, we got these in the other day. They're dark chocolate covered raisins. So a little different. And then if you like licorice, I've never tried these. Seven's had them. But they're like a anise flavored licorice, but they're coated in other things. I'm not quite sure. That's got, I can't remember what it's called, but the inside is kind of like a butterscotch, bubbly, hard toffee sort of thing. Not toffee, but
It says shattering candy honeycomb.
yeah. Might be similar. I'm gonna look up Cadbury Flakes and see what that.
So what's the most popular pinball shoe you guys have?
Oh, that's a difficult question. It really depends on the person. Like everyone really enjoys Palooka. It's our oldest one in here, and it's a little bit different because it's got the ball lifter and everything. Hot Wheels is, I think, popular. It's a newer machine, but it's also very inviting. Like some new machines are kind of intimidating. They got lots of lights and whistles, but I think Hot Wheels is a nice intro to newer machines.
Yes.
Starship Troopers and Royal Rumble are very popular games, and roller games. I think we're talking about popular games. Most popular games here. Roller games is another fun one that I think people can get sucked into, but it really depends on the person.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So she was looking for, her mom saw that we had Iron Brew and was wondering if we had Cadbury Flakes. It's another Scottish candy.
Oh.
So I was just going
See
to
if
look
we can
those
find
up. Yeah. Cadbury Flakes. Images. I'm over here. I promise I'm still here, folks.
Sort of, we have a lava lamp in the way. Oh well.
Oh, where? Oh, I see. Face of the lava lamp.
I was trying to get it, and it's
Weird.
having a hard time focusing. So.
It's like a weird, flaky chocolate.
Huh.
Literally. It almost kind of reminds me of, Cadbury Flakes reminds me kind of an Aero bar, except strips of chocolate instead of.
There, that's maybe a little bit better. It's still having a hard time focusing, but that's okay. Bus over here. We'll go back to this one for a while.
I'm trying to remember what the exact name of the violet crumble inside is.
It's almost like it's a freeze-dried nougat.
Oh, Cadbury Crunchy. That's what it's like. Violet crumble is like Cadbury Crunchy. But I can't remember what, like there's a name for it. It's like sponge something.
Brickhouse. Hello.
Yeah.
Christmas there looks amazing. Wish I lived closer. I have a space time.
I was
Pretty
talking
good pin. Yeah.
Space Time and Nip It. Oh yes, the place.
Place looks amazing all of the time. Absolutely love your layout. I like this layout. I wish that we had twice the amount of floor space though.
Because then we'd get all of the machines out of our house.
Yeah, I have more room for that. I would like to have more. I'd like to have about 20 more pinball on the floor, and then have space for, maybe 10 more arcades.
We've got at least 10 more arcades. We've got some really fun ones. We've got Atari Space Invaders. We've got Atari Drag Race, which we'd love to get up and running.
It's on Atari Space Invaders. It's Midway.
Oh, Midway, sorry.
Yeah.
And then it's Deluxe Space Invaders. And then Rampage. There's one kid that's one of our regulars absolutely loved Rampage and kicking his dad's butt on it.
Rampage World Tour is
Yeah.
that one. Yeah, the bigger one.
The bigger one.
And then, what else? There's the Griffin, which is the Phoenix clone from Italy. And then I had the 2 more cocktail tables. That one I want to turn into a Donkey Kong or something. But,
Yeah. One of them, it turned out, we're trying to figure out what it was because we could see the bleed in the screen. And it turned out that it was, neither of us knew. We plugged it in and it was Miss Pac-Man.
yeah, Miss Pac-Man.
That was crazy.
It's not an original Miss Pac-Man board though. It's a later board. I looked it up, but it's an actual Miss Pac-Man board.
But it was in there long enough that it
Burned
like
the screen. Yeah.
burned into the screen. So we'll see about that one.
Yeah, my space time is currently not working.
I was saying ate itself.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a continuous stepper, so it must be a bonus stepper or something. The game still works, and a ball counts and everything. So it's in the back box on the left-hand side, but I think it's a bonus stepper because it doesn't end; it just continues to cycle. But the solenoid that fires it is like way melted. So I have to get a new solenoid for it, and I need to figure out what's stuck. So I have to find out what fires that one and why it's stuck on. So,
There's a third player plugged in. I'll unplug it so it doesn't do. There you go. So now when you press versus, it should only do 2 people.
I'll probably
Yeah.
It's in a really bad spot to work on, but
Oh yeah, you have to pull that one out to work on it.
so probably this week, and I will probably I'll probably do a video on it, just because it's kind of an unusual thing. Boy, and when that coil cooked itself to death, and it smelled in here for a couple days.
Should switch screens. They're gonna play Smash Brothers. And there we are. Nice is nice.
Actually, maybe I'll move us up here.
I should move over a little bit.
Move us there, and we'll move this up. There we go.
There we go.
Perfect. Is that one being mean to you?
What?
Is that one being mean to you?
One of those ball draining. I had those earlier. Oh, an hour and 15 minutes to go.
All right, so I think we're going to end the live stream here in a few minutes.
We'll see
We've
who
been live
wins.
streaming all day.
We'll end in 1 minute and 17 seconds. We'll see who
Oh, we'll see who
who's the
wins.
winner on Smash
All right.
Brothers.
We'll wait for them to finish and see who wins the game, and then we'll.
Yeah,
end it.
stream for almost
Focusing thing is driving me up the wall. So.
5 hours today. Yeah, that is really not fun. Sorry, folks. I thought it would be fun to see who won. Are they both Kirby? They're both blue.
Yeah, we did. This is like almost 3 hours streaming on YouTube, and then before that we did 2 hours on Twitch.
Yeah.
It's fun though. It's been fun.
Yeah. Yeah, we hope everyone's had a good day doing whatever it is that you're doing today, whether that's with family or not. Making food.
And our new little mics. I like our new little microphones.
Yeah,
This is what we're
I think they've worked really
using
well.
today instead of the room mic. We have a microphone sitting right here, and Yeah, these are a new thing I got that hopefully I can use when I make the videos in here. Just I've never been really happy with my little camera and the sound that I get on the little camera in here, so I can use one of these little lav mics, and it should be pretty quick and easy to do.
Wow. I don't know who won. Never mind.
Oh,
They went immediately into another round. Oh well. We'll end it there.
we'll end it there. All right, so we're gonna head out. Radio Man, thanks for the live stream today. Says
Thanks for
Radio Man.
joining us.
Well, thanks for coming in, and yeah.
Stay tuned for more.
We're going to be doing more live streaming now that I've got things set up to do it.
Yeah.
And we'll do some gameplay live stream stuff where
Yeah.
we play pinball and just kind of goof around and we don't care who wins kind of thing. But we just
right.
make jokes while we do it. So, all right, we're going to end the stream. Here we go.